Hello, welcome to Tony's Bonsai. The production of this video has been a real mess. I'm going to show you some dogwoods that I collected from Facebook Marketplace. The video that I shot, it was late in the day, I was getting tired. I missed some of the filming and the trees were a mess, so I decided not to make a video out of them. However, thinking about it, I thought, do you know what? I'll cobble something together, just show you some basic highlights of what happened, and then show you the final tree. It's a dogwood. There we go. I didn't even look at it as I was collecting it because, as I said in my other videos, it was late at night. I didn't know what was going on. And whew, working on that last tree, I felt like one of those surgeons, you know, in the American, was it the American War of Independence or the Civil War or something? You know, where they used to cut people's legs off with a saw. They didn't really know what they were doing. That's how it felt. I'm hoping for more with this next dogwood. Let's have a look. Oh, this looks worse. This looks even more complicated. What have we got here? Wowzers. This one makes that last one look straightforward. This is oh look, that's dead, that's dropped off. So we've got a dead stump over here that we may as well start with. This. There. There. So it's got a live bit on it. I'll put that over there with the other pieces from the last one and maybe plant that up. Maybe not. So this plant is not selling me on dogwood. Oh, that's okay. Look at that. That's coming up from a decent lump. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Big root underneath. And we seem to have a bit of a clump style here, but this looks like it's got a bit more potential because they seem to be joined in an okay way. So we've got a big lump in the middle here. I suspect this might be why I don't really see many people working with dogwood. Right, so this lump here is a big dead piece coming off the main clump. Don't like these suckers down here. Let's get rid of those just to simplify things. And the question then is this worth keeping? I mean, that piece is a complete mess. This might have something, that might have some value. I think it might be worth keeping that. So let's saw through that, get rid of that. Whoa. You know, no, I'm not sold on it. I'm certainly not sold on these dogwoods. But I'll plant it up. I'm going to plant it up. It could be like a leaning style, sloping style kind of tree. I'll cut it with the secateurs much lower down as well. So if that's the angle, it's got a bit of taper here, a bit of movement. There. Maybe there's a tree there, I don't know. The optimism for my final bag is very low after what's just happened. Let's see what we've got. Right. We've got a dogwood. And this, I'm not really sure what this is. I dug this up. I think this is another blackthorn. It's got an okay bit of root on it. And I'm going to try and keep it. So after a bit of hacking about, this is what I've ended up with. Look at that. Awful, awful. These dogwoods are so awful. I'm just going to stick them all in one tub. I can't be bothered individually planting them all up. I think I'll just stick them all in here and create some kind of weird dogwood group planting of it looks as bad as the plants look individually, so in some ways I like it. I'm going to try and organise these plants, everything apart from this one. That's not going to fit into a group planting. I'm going to try and arrange these in some sort of order. So I'll have the biggest tree in the centre, like that. Centre at the front, perhaps. This one can come pointing out to the side. Get some bonsai soil under that. So that's those two. This is quite a nice little tree that can go at the back. Another small one at the back. And these two can kind of sit relatively close to each other, perhaps there. This one pointing outwards. I think I'll get rid of that little one as well. I'll just have 5. And perhaps the solution is to have them all sitting right next to each other in a line. Maybe that will work. So it's instead of it being a random clump style, it can be these trees like this. I'll take this shoot off the front. That's got a big scar on the front now, but so I'll turn the tree round so that the scar's at the back. You never know, this could work out all right actually. Stranger things have happened. Put these in a line. I did a maple clump like this in the spring that I'm really happy with. It looks great. And maybe this can be something similar. Highly doubt it, but you just don't know. I've put the classic lean on them there. If nothing else, what I've learned from this Urban Yamadori collection is dogwood, probably not the one to be collecting, because last night, had I understood about dogwood and the differences, I did have access to collect more of those blackthorns. I could have collected a couple more of those and not bothered with the dogwood. And in hindsight, obviously, that would have been far better, because certainly that second blackthorn, it looks like it's going to be an absolutely cracking tree. But that's the learning of bonsai, and hopefully by following my journey you can pick up the odd bit of information that can help your journey. And you, or maybe you're in a garden centre looking at different options of trees to buy, and you think, ooh, that clump of dogwood looks good. I'd say beware. There we go. So, another clump style. If any of you out there are good at maths, you might have noticed 5 trees has become 4. And what I realised was, when I put the 5 together, I'd included the one that I pulled out that wasn't even a dogwood. So I ended up coming out later that night, pulling it out of the composition, reorganising it into this composition of 4. So this is the final composition. It kind of comes up and then comes down. Was it worth it? I don't know. Will they survive? No idea. But there we go. It kind of feels right that this was a bit of a shambles, because my car broke down yesterday and I had to find out what was wrong with it. It was a map sensor apparently. And then today I've had some new gas and electric meters fitted, and it turned out I had a gas leak. So it's just been one of those weeks where, you know, things are challenging. And that's why I thought, come outside, make a video, take a look at your trees. Even though it's freezing cold, it's -5 here today. It's just, you know, after you're kind of ripping up floorboards, trying to find a gas leak, all that kind of stuff, it's nice to just come out, chill out amongst your trees and say, let's watch the footy. Thanks for joining me as always. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.